There is someone with 2 feet who, it seems like record breaking is just an everyday norm for this guy. And it's not Lionel Messi, who does like to break records every day. It's the other one, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just another way to showcase and another accolade or ribbon to put on the fridge that shouldn't have to prove, but people will often use it as a means to prove that this guy is one of the best and most gifted footballers we've ever seen on this earth. Cristiano Ronaldo now enters the top 10 most goals scored at international level of all time. He's been in a hot run of form for Portugal. You've seen his banging in free kicks from distance, banging in shots into the bottom corner, looking and feeling sharp recently for Portugal. And now that takes him tied for 9th with 4 other players. Miroslav Klose, as we know, is a very gifted footballer for Germany, now retired. 71 goals he had in 137 caps. Let's take a look at the list here.
Well, you can also continue reading if you like.
I will read it.
We can hear your voice, your very nice Scottish voice.
There you go. So it's funny because, Jason, would you have ever thought that Ali Dyer was going to be the #1 all-time international goal scorer?
No, but I know of Puskas.
Yeah, Puskas is known throughout. He's was a remarkable.
I heard the Pele
player.
guy's good too.
Pele.
By the way, so he's first of all, how mad are all 3 of these guys going to be? Abdullah and Samsung. I know that's so mean. Senamong and Klose. Is that right, Klose?
Yeah, Miroslav Klose.
Klose. They're gonna be very upset when next World Cup qualifier, Ronaldo's probably looking at another goal, if not the next World Cup qualifier and going into 2018. Francis, I think there's a bigger question at play here.
What point where can he get to?
Can he get to
#1? No.
Could he get to 100 though?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, you have to realize that international games don't occur as regularly.
But you think he's got? Season. I know, but he's got a World Cup and another Euros.
World Cups as well. I don't think you can use World Cup as a way to be like, all right, I'm going to boost my goal scoring, because it's very hard to be able to, like, if you're banging in 4 or 5 goals at World Cup, that's very, very good.
But you don't think
it's the qualifiers,
like that one next step and be like, screw it, I'm going to bang 23 in.
The thing is,
it's just and by the way, not happening. I get that.
If I was a betting man, I wouldn't fancy him getting to.
I'm a betting man.
To 100, but you look at the gap. There's a guy that's got 2 goals, whatever, and then the next in line him is the 80s.
No, it's 109, then the 80s.
Yeah, so this guy, the international known as Ali Dyer, with 109 goals and 149 caps. That's remarkable. The thing is I think there's a great chance that Cristiano Ronaldo could be the second.
Or also the greatest European scorer.
Yeah,
that's the thing with Hungary and Puskas, is that there's only, I think, 3 or 4 Europeans on the list.
Yeah, and I think that it's a testament, like when you look at the age range of some of these guys that, like, in the generations that they played in. Not saying that it was easier to score there, but there's a reason why a lot of internationals in the current day and age have found it hard to break past the Pelés of the world who scored so much back 20, 30 years ago. Like when you look at the Miroslav Klose, relatively is the only known player that's been playing in recent times in international football that's in this list, and now Cristiano Ronaldo emerges forward. And you look at the age range of some of these guys when you're going through it, they're still in black and white photos.
I know, I think they're dope.
Yeah, it's cool, I agree.
What kind of Instagram filter is the guy from Hungary using?
I was going to say, he's using that one that makes it black and white. And then, so yeah, we try to put things into perspective as much when it comes to Ronaldo and Messi, but it comes to a point where it's just like, it's expected. They're going to break more records. They're going to continue to surpass all these records. Whenever someone needs to understand how good these guys are in the current day and age, what I often bring up is when you look at someone like Messi and you look at as I mentioned, some of the records that he broke had been held for like 30 plus years. When you look at all the records that he has now overcame, it wasn't just recently set records, but there was ones that were back in the 60s and the 50s that hadn't been touched, and he comes in and shatters them all, so that in the 2000s, that's now going to be the benchmark for everyone who's moving forward. Or can you break what Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo did back in the 2000s? Because
that benchmark is going to be very tough to break.
It's going to be a tough one. And I think that there will, in another lifetime, be someone that comes out. I just don't think it will be in our lifetime.
But will any of them have a picture-perfect statue of themselves at an airport?
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
This. I know you saw this, because this is something. Here's what I find amazing about this bust of Ronaldo that was unveiled at the airport. that is now named after him, right? It's like the Ronaldo Airport. There's like the Ronaldo Terminal at the Ronaldo
Madeira Airport is now Cristiano Ronaldo Airport, yeah.
Yes, Christian, which makes sense. He is an actual, look, I understand in many religions, like you don't bow down to like false idols. I think he's a real idol to many people.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people see him as their god. And understandably, when you make a bust of somebody, usually it looks like them. I find it amazing, Francis, because Cristiano Ronaldo was manufactured to look the way he is.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they make a bust of him correctly? Who made this?
I think it adds to the humor that Cristiano Ronaldo takes such pride in his appearance. Like he loves the fact that he is a good-looking footballer.
Is it a troll?
So chiseled. And then they make this statue of him, and it's just awful. It looks so, it's an ugly looking statue. Let's not beat around the bush. And the one with Ronaldo's face next to it is hilarious. It's like he just looks like, what on God's earth?
It's like what is those gifs or memes of the guy she's talking about and the guy you have to worry about? You ever see those two, like where they put next to the guy she's talking about and the guy that the guy that you're worried about? That's it. That's what you think it looks like on the left, and then it turns out, and you're like, "Oh God, no! It's Ronaldo."
This is a good tweet. It's like, "Oh yeah, you got to pick a Ronaldo for this bust," and then the guy goes, "Nah, I got one of the sloth from the Goonies." It's so true. And then someone's done a great job of just Bleacher Report UK photoshopping his face on every of him lifting all of these trophies.
Great.
So yeah, it's funny when it comes to a man who is this vain. He's definitely not going to be very happy about posing next to this statued photo.